during the presentation, just let me know, raise the hand, or you can save your questions for later also, whatever works best for you.
Perfect. So, Afal, whenever you want to start, we hear you.
Okay, let me share the screen presentation, and I hope you can see.
Perfect.
Okay, wonderful. I hope there is nothing else on the screen, right? It's just the presentation, right?
Yes, you're right.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for sparing some time to learn about Gili, and really appreciate your time. My name is Afzal. I'm based at the property in Gili Lankanfushi. We are very close to the airport. We're just about 20 minutes away from by a speedboat transfer. Now, Gili has been around for a long time, and the property was initially launched in 2001. And then the new management, the current company took over in 2012 in July and renamed the hotel to Gili Lankanfushi. So the concept of the hotel is a barefoot luxury hotel, and the design of the resort is rustic chic. And what makes us unique and special compared to all the others among the competition is one of our key advantage is the close proximity to the airport, and which you can see from the map here at the left corner. So from the airport, it's just a short boat ride away. So as soon as your clients arrive from the airport and get out from the arrival exit hall, there will be our team waiting with a Gili logo board, and they will escort to the speedboat immediately. So there is hardly any waiting time for transfers. And in 20 minutes time, you're on the island. And with Gili, we also have the largest standalone all-water villa, which is the private reserve. It is at a staggering 1,700 square meters with multiple layers, slides, and everything. The concept of the resort, like no news, no shoes, is in the sense it's an invitation to disconnect from the outside world and connect with the nature and ground yourself. So that is basically the concept. So let me take you through a little further. So this is a bit of an overview of the island where you can see. So we've got the island, and all over all the accommodations are all water accommodation. So Gili does not have any beach accommodation. So this is an all over water resort, and it is considered as a legendary resort because this is the first resort that had this concept of no beach villas, where everything is over the water. So this triangle jetty that you see, this is we call jetty number 1, and then the one next to it that you see here, that is jetty number 2, and then we have jetty number 3, which is on the front of the island. In terms of villas, we have total of about 45 villas exactly, including the 2 bedrooms and the private reserve. So villa types are pretty much based across on all 3 jetties. You will have villa suites. It's mostly the location and the views that makes them unique. And what makes this island legendary is these villas here we call the cruise or residences, that is disconnected from the island, and only way to access them is by a boat transfer. And Gili is the first resort in the Maldives that did such a concept. And we'll have a deeper look through as we progress. In terms of accommodation, so we have 45 villas, all low water villas, and among them we have 11 villas that have a pool, and the other categories are without a swimming pool. So this is a picture of the jetty. So the entry-level villa is called a villa suite, that we have 18 villas. And then the next category is the Gili Lagoon villas, which is total of 5 villas. Now, these are, I would say, some of the large, very big entry-level accommodation villa. So the base level villa suites is at 210 square meters, which is 2,260 square feet. So quite spacious for a one-bedroom entry-level villa. And then we have the villa suite that has the swimming pool. So we have about six villas that has the swimming pool on the villa suite. The size is 264 square meters. Basically, it is exactly the same as villa suite, but with the addition of this swimming pool. The design is made out of pretty much very authentic to Maldives and more of a rustic design. So everything is made out of wood, very in a sustainable manner. Everything is pretty much in biodegradable, sort of a laid back feeling. The villa suites here, this is the living room. It has open, semi-open living room. So the living room is partially like outdoor. So you have nice open views of the view surrounding. And villa basically has a separate bedroom, a separate living room, and a separate washroom. So which makes the whole space. And also there is a upper rooftop, which is the terrace. So this design concept you will see in pretty much all of the villa categories. This is consistent to all of the villa types. Yeah, the washroom, the bathroom, bedroom, this is all exactly the same in pretty much all the villa categories. And then these are the ones which is more unique, which is called the cruiser residences. So the cruiser residences, we have total of 7 units like this. And then the only way to access them is by a boat. Now, for clients, the guests, they can call their Mr. Friday, which is our concept of butler service. Or we also give the clients a boat to drive on their own whenever they feel like, so they can go in and out of the villa to the island whenever they feel. One key thing I would like to highlight is the concept of Mr. Fridays. The concept of Mr. Friday comes from the book of Robinson Crusoe. So this is called as a Robinson Crusoe Island. So Robinson Crusoe gets stranded on a desert island for about 15 years, and he meets a person after several years, and the person does not speak the same language, so they're not able to communicate to each other. So he doesn't even know the name of this person. So Mr. Robinson Crusoe called him Friday because he met him on a Friday. And Mr. Friday then therefore becomes his best friend, loyal companion, and his assistant during the time when he was on that island. So the concept of Mr. Friday goes a little bit beyond the general butler service. It becomes a companionship, a best friend, and somebody that's around there to entertain you whenever you need. It's not just to do some things for you, like when you want to order IVD or when to order activity or something like that. Mr. Fridays also look after the families when they are families with children. The Fridays will entertain the kids, do a lot of activities with them so that the parents have more free time. So it's a very, very thorough service in that sense. Now, back to these cruiser residences. These are the next category, the residences. The size of villas are 250 square meters. And residences, what make them different to the villa suite is the living room. And then we have another category which is called Gili Lagoon residence. They are exactly the same as the residences, but the difference is they have this nice hammock in the sea, which is on the jetty number 3. And then the other category is also the residence with pool, same thing, but with an addition of a huge space deck and a swimming pool and all water nets, as you can see, and beautiful lagoon to swim when or in the pool as well. So we have 2 villas from the residence category that has a swimming pool. All the other residents are without a swimming pool. So this is the living room of the residence. So these ones, as you can see in the picture, you can keep them open all the way, make it a semi-open living room, or you can have this all closed and have the air conditions on. And inside the living room, there are two big day beds, so we can accommodate more guests. So if you have, for example, a family of, let's say, two parents with three children, it could be either two teenagers with one child. So we can have three people sleep in the bedroom, perhaps the two parents plus the child in the bedroom, and then the two teenagers or the two other guests can sleep in the living room itself. Now the washroom is separated from the bedroom, so the guest who sleeps in the living room itself can go straight to the washroom and they don't need to pass through the bedroom. So parents or the guest in the main bedroom will not be bothered. So again, this is the bedroom and bathroom design, which is unison to the others. I would like to play you a little video of one of the villas, which is a residence with pool. So it's more like a little bit of walkthrough video to give you a little overview. Yeah, I've already started. So this is the living room, and then we have the bedroom separately. And then the outdoor deck with a large swimming pool. There's also a lower deck. So this is a residence with pool, yeah? So here we can do 5 people. This is the washroom, which is very spacious, and it's also a pretty much open bathroom. So in the washrooms, what you saw there is what we call the sea garden. And then this is the top floor or the terrace. So the terrace has this day bed and a dining room and also a shaded day bed as well. So that is one of the residence categories. As you saw, it is very, very spacious, and you really don't need to get out of this villa itself. And then the next categories would be our family villas. Family villas, we have total of 3 villas. 2 family villas has a swimming pool. One is without the swimming pool, which is this one here, which is a very special villa. This is villa number 38. This is in the end of jetty number 3. So whoever books this villa, which is a 2-bedroom, gets the exclusive use of this island in front of it, which we call the 3-palm island. And of course, the villa has again a hammock in the water as well. From here, you can go down to the lagoon and literally walk to the island. So there's a nice sandbank. During low tide, you will see a very nice beach around here. The lagoon is maybe around like 1 meter or maybe less than 5 feet, I would say, at maximum depth. So it's a really nice space for swimming, and also access to the house reef is just behind the island here. This is the house reef where it begins, and you can go over all the way to the entrance of the harbor. This is basically 2 bedrooms, so the capacity can be total 4 adults with 4 children, or we can have 6 adults as well. And then this one is the family villa with the pool. So basically almost the same design and everything, but the difference is that this villa has a swimming pool. The size is 350 square meters. At the end of the villa in front here, this is a living, the 2nd bedroom, the master bedroom next to it, and then the washroom on to the side. This villa, for example, in the living room here, We have a space for 2 extra guests. There are 2 big day beds, so you can have 2 adults or 2 children sleep here. So 2 people per each bedroom. So you have 4 adults in both of the bedroom and another 2 people in the living room. But if you're having more children, then we could just have 4 children. So that can be totally up to 8 guests, 4 adults and 4 kids. So it's very spacious. And of course, there's an indoor dining room here and a glass floor that you can see the lagoon underneath the villa itself. One thing that I would like to highlight and tell you about is the view. As you can see, all the way from the ceiling to the floor, you have these almost glass walls that offers 180-degree view of your surroundings. So they're very spacious and very airy. And this is a view of the family villa 2-bedroom walkthrough. Okay, let me just play it for you. Bear with me. This one is a 2nd bedroom, and it has a shower attached to the bedroom itself. This room can be made into 2 twin beds. This is the living room. So these day beds can accommodate 2 adults or 2 children. And there's a toilet inside the living room as well. You have a nice swimming pool. This is the master bedroom. Master bedroom is quite spacious, so we can put 2 extra beds in the master bedroom itself. Washroom, just like all the other ones. So you have an indoor and outdoor shower facilities, plus the sea garden where you can go down and have swim privately. And we've got the upper loft again with the day bed. So really nice villa overall. And then comes the largest villa and our pride, which is the private reserve. Private reserve, this is total 1,700 square meters. This is the largest standalone water villa like this in the entire world. So this is total of 4 bedrooms. And on the 4 bedrooms, we've got a slide here. This is the area where people gather around, the family gather around to have meals or to play, to mingle. On the left side here, this is the master bedroom. It has a rooftop as well. And then we've got overwater nets here, a 22-meter long black pool. This is the 2nd bedroom. Here we have actually 2 bedrooms. There's 1 bedroom here on the top, and then the 2nd bedroom here on the ground, and a large sea garden. And then on the entrance around here, we have a kitchen, a gym. There's also a couple of spa room and 1 extra bedroom and a rooftop dining platform. Master bedroom, similar to the other ones that we saw, is very, very spacious. You can pretty much open all the doors and make it open air, or you can keep it closed and keep it cool with the air condition. This is the couple spa treatment room, so we can have a couple of spa treatment in the villa itself. There is also option to have one of the spa therapists accommodated in the reserve with the guest if they need. So whenever they want to go to a treatment, they can just go in. And then we've got a gym on the top floor overlooking the ocean with several couple of including a treadmill and a multi-gym machine and 1 techno-gym portable machine as well. And this is the open air living room, which is on the top floor. It's the cinema room. So if a family wants to have a family movie night, they can, this will be the perfect large swimming pool. The villa can accommodate up to 10 adults or with children, we can go up to 12. So that means 8 adults and 4 children. So this pool is large. Will not bother anyone. This is the top dining on the terrace, and then the outdoor living and dining space here. There's again all of these overwater nets everywhere, and dining and lounging spaces for big families. With the private reserve, we usually have, if it is about 7 guests, then we'll have one Friday. But if it is more than 7 guests staying at the private reserve, then we will have 2 exclusive Mr. Fridays looking after the family. The Fridays can also stay in the private reserve because we have accommodation for them inside the private reserve as well. So they are with the family 24/7 if they want them to be. All right, so now it's time for food. So for food, we've got mainly 2 restaurants, 2 bars, and 1 wine cellar. So Kashi Valley is our main restaurant. So imagine this is like everybody's breakfast table. So you sit right by the water with your feet sunken in the sand and overlooking the beautiful lagoon under the palm trees. It's a very picture perfect location. Now, Kashi Valley has a rotating menu over 2 weeks' time. What we do here in Gili for dining is something called a Gili culinary journey, which is based on the old trade route of the world. So it goes from Antalya, Turkey, to Madagascar, Nosy Bay, to Podong, Indonesia, Thailand, Chumpong, China, Guangzhou, to Mediterranean spice souk. There is also Asian street market night, which is happening on every Friday. And then there are some days where we do Sri Lankan and Indian tandoor night. So every night there is a different menu option. And out of 7 days a week, we do 4 days, which will be different type of live stations. So even though it is one main restaurant, you have several options for dining. If the client doesn't want to have the live stations or the set menu, they can always order from the a la carte menu of the restaurant and choose something that they want to eat also. Our fine dining restaurant is called By the Sea, which is a signature Japanese restaurant. So this opens only for dinner. So here we have a very special fine dining menu. Plus there is a separate section, which is teppanyaki counter as well. So with the half board that is included in the package, it's dine around. So they can either choose to dine in Kashi Valley main restaurant, or they can also choose to dine in By the Sea, the Japanese restaurant also. For teppanyaki, it's not part of the half board meal plan because it's a very special cooking, but we offer a credit of $100 per person to be used against the bill if the guest wants to do teppanyaki. And we've got 2 bars. One is the All Water Bar. This is also the place where all the guests come over to watch the sunset at the end of the day. We have a duo band play some chill out music during the sunset time, entertain the guests. And here we have 2 dining wing also. Guests can sit and have meals here. And also we serve lunch mainly here in All Water Bar. During the busy days, we have a 3-course set menu lunch with a nice fresh salad bar, which comes all the way from our organic garden of the restaurant. And there are 3 options for main courses. Now that is the set menu lunch. But if the guest wants to try something else, they can order separately from the a la carte menu. For the guests who are on half board, they just have to pay for the 3-course set menu. It's around $60 per person. Main course or just the starters, then they will be only charged for that part. Like if you do only main course, then we will only charge you for main course, not for the whole full 3-course menu. Yeah. So here we have bar, and also Finifoni is our pool bar, which is located right by the swimming pool. And then we've got underground wine cellar. Here we've got about 500 different wine labels and about 2,000 bottles of wine overall on the different types of wine overall on the island. And we've got also a cold room, which has different type of cheese, crackers, and yeah, pastries. Normally, we get a lot of compliments about the selection of our breakfast, and everybody goes to the breakfast and becomes very, very impressed because there's like so many different varieties available for breakfast, from international ones to Asian ones to Arabic ones. So you have food from all different regions for your breakfast. Besides that, then we've got special dining experiences, which is the destination dining. So every night at Gili, usually we will have 3 to 4 special destination dining like this in 4 parts of the island. It is very, very demanding and very popular. So this is a dinner under the star on the Palm Beach of the island. Then we also do a sunken sand dinner. We also have a floating platform in the middle of the sea inside the lagoon, which is called the Castaway. In the Castaway, you can have sunset drinks or also do a private dinner there. So the only way to go there would be by a small boat. And then the only person who will be there will be your F&B server serving you the food or the drinks. And then we can do a private jungle cinema for groups or for a couple as well. Twice a week, we do a complimentary movie night in the jungle cinema for the guests to enjoy. Dining for senses, and we do something very cool with this called the Battle of the Bartenders. So this happens around the sunset time. So we'll have 2 or 3 of our bartenders at the pool bar, and they will compete against each other to prepare different or the best type of cocktail, and the guests will be the one to judge, like who prepares the best cocktails. So this is very popular, actually, something very entertaining for guests because it keeps them engaged. In terms of activities, Maldives, offers pretty much similar activities in all of the resorts. We've got a beautiful all-water spa, which is located on the eastern side of the island. And we've got 4 treatment rooms here over the water, including sauna, steam. And then there is 1 treatment room here, which is inside the jungle, which is called the Ayurvedic treatment room. It is specifically for Ayurvedic treatments. And we got a very nice gym overlooking the ocean, and we can do private sessions for yoga and wellness as well. We also have visiting practitioners that specialize in different type of activities. Of course, diving. We are in North Malay Atoll. North Malay Atoll has the most number of dive sites in the Maldives, and including shipwrecks. So there's like around 40 different dive sites in North Malay and South Malay combined. So there's a lot of dive. Even if you dive every single day, there will be some new dive sites for clients to do. Snorkeling, very easy off the house reef. You can do it on your own inside the lagoon, or you can join snorkeling trips to see turtles or coral gardens or nurse shark snorkeling. Water sports, all power water sports are available. And then we also offer cooking classes every day during the lunchtime. We will do something like special Maldivian type of curries, or it could be something like sushi making or Maldivian short eat making, something like that. So there's a lot of cooking classes as well every day, daily. Now, the one in the middle, this is a very special experience, which is called the sleeping under the stars. Now, remember the bed so that bed in the evening gets turned into a proper bed. So this is something that the guests will have to ask their Mr. Friday. Tonight, I would like to sleep under the stars on the top. can you prepare the bed for me? Then we will change the mattress to a proper mattress. We'll change the pillows, sheets, and everything. And we'll put some nice candle lights everywhere and make it a little bit more romantic. Hours in advance. It's a very nice experience, very unique, and I think in the Maldives we see all these stars in the evening. Even though we are close to Malay, we see a lot of stars. We've got our tennis pro. We work with Savicic. Yeah. It's a Polish company that provides a very professional tennis instructors. So you can do tennis lessons or individual matches with the coach, or we provide the rackets and all the equipment complimentary. So if you play on your own, that's also fine as well. And we also have a surf school based on the island. So we work with a company called Tropic Surf. So North Malay this atoll here, we have about 7 different wave breaks, which is all accessible, just about 5 to 15 minutes to all 7 of them. And we use speedboats. Our Tropic Surf guides will accompany the guests during the entire time. So we do lagoon sessions for new beginners, and then you go out on the boat to beginner waves, to intermediate waves, or to even to expert level wave surfing as well. So you can do a combined one with a group, or you can do private surfing lessons as well. One key thing is that we are close to all the surfing points, and any surfing point in North Malay Atoll, for us, we can reach in 15 minutes. So if one surf break has too many people, and if the client wants to go to another surf break that has less people, we can go to somewhere a little bit more private, so it's not crowded. And surf market is a huge market which is now growing in the Maldives. Sunset sailing inside the lagoon every day at sunset hours. Beautiful experience. No motors, only just by sailing with wind. Kids club, we do a lot of kids activities. Every day there are planned activities, including something like this, kids cinema. And then obviously, like I mentioned, Fridays we usually take care of the kids. And there are 3 to 4 kids activities per day. And we can also do things out of the schedule based on the kids' preferences or based on the family's schedule. We can move things around as well. So what we offer to our clients is not about the product, but it's more about the service and also our time. So at Gili, we are very generous with our time. The amount of time that we spend with our clients is the most luxurious thing that we can offer. So we spend almost entire day with the families. Now, this is a very important part about Gili. We are very sustainability focused resort. And we partnered with a company called Earth Check. That was about 10 years ago. And last February, we have achieved a new milestone, which we transferred from Earth Check Silver certified to Gold certified. So Earth Check is a certification body that comes to the resort, inspect the resort, and also there are like criterias, about 13 different criterias that how we manage our waste, how we use our water, fuel, chemicals, guest information, CSR policies for locals, how we purchase things. There's a ton of different things, and we have to meet all their criteria, requirements to get a certification, which goes from platinum. And you have to maintain the certification for 5 years and improve and create new things. And then after 5 years, they evaluate, and then we get bumped to the next level, which is silver. So again, we have to maintain the silver certification for 5 years. And at the same time, we have to improve and increase new things we do. And then after 5 years, we get to go into gold, so which we did last February. So Gili is, out of all the resorts in the Maldives, there are only 3 resorts that is gold certified. in the Maldives, and we are one of them. We've got a marine biologist who does this project called Coral Lines Project, and it is something that I would highly recommend to all the guests. It's also a way for clients and our customers to give back to the environment that we take so much from. Events and celebrations. Now, this would be for like if you have a very special couple looking to do something very unique, something very different, to do a proposal, wedding, or it could be a family milestone celebration dinner, or maybe it could be a group incentive. They want to have like 10 rooms coming here for a group celebration for their top sellers. Or even 25 rooms, then we can do nice group setups like this, or private setups, have entertainment, music and everything done in a really nice setting. So also, by the way, we use our signature coffee in Gili. We work with a local supplier that does the roasting in the Maldives, but the coffee is imported, I think, from Colombia. And on top of all of these, then there are things that our Fridays do for our guests that doesn't charge anything, that doesn't cost anything, that little touches that you see like this. You know, if the guest is celebrating a special honeymoon or a birthday, then they will create beautiful, unique experiences like this. Comes out of it like surprises and gestures like that. And there are no charges for these sort of things. It's just something that the Fridays do. So they do this for all of their clients based on their behavior, based on what they like to do on the resort. They will take care of them. And there's also something for kids that they could be a Mr. Friday for the day. And Mr. Friday will give them exact same uniform that they wear and take them around with them during the day as well. So thank you very much. That is a little bit about Gili, and I hope you found the information helpful. And if you have any questions, please let me know.
Thank you very much, Afzal. You did an amazing presentation. I love that.
Thank you.
I think everybody loved it too. Thank you
So
very
anybody have any questions?
Sí, es el momento ahora para hacer las preguntas que tengáis. Si os atrevéis a abrir el micrófono, pues estupendo. Y si no, pues os leemos en el chat. Ya sé que Alfa lo ha dejado todo súper claro, pero seguro que alguno de vosotros tiene alguna preguntita. Ok. Afal, can you read the chat or should I read it for you?
I have one question
Yes.
that I can read, which says all room categories entitled to Mr. Fridays. Yes, all the villas will be looked after by Mr. Fridays. So Mr. Friday, we don't have what you say like a reception. We don't have a reception to check in, check out. Mr. Friday will be the main point of contact. We do check-ins in the villa. So when you arrive, we go straight to the room, and then they will do the check-in, check-outs in the villa. The Mr. Friday will have a phone, and if there's anything, they can call anytime, 24 hours. You know, then they will look after them. How often does the transportation goes from the airport to the resort? It depends on the guest arrival time. If there is a flight landing, we will send the boat to the time when the flight is landed. The boat will be already at the airport. And the guest will be for departure. We send the guest to the airport in a way that they are in the airport 2 hours before the flight takeoff time. So they were 2 hours ahead. And then you don't wear shoes in the competition. Shoes, again, it's a concept. It's an invitation to disconnect. So no shoes is not a big policy. If the guests like to wear shoes, they can wear it. But we recommend not wearing shoes. It's just the way most of our guests like also. And one thing is, the sand on the island is very fine. So when you walk on the sand, it's very soft. So you really don't really need to wear slippers. And it's a nice feeling that you can walk around because you have many resorts in the Maldives. Some, the beaches may not be as fine sand and maybe little bits of rock, so it's not comfortable. But here, the sand is very powdery, even inside the island, so it's very comfortable on the feet. But if you don't like, going barefoot, you can wear your slippers or shoes as well. Have I missed any questions from before? Let me have a look. Water sports, which ones are free? So basically, all the non-motorized water sports are free for all the guests, including catamaran sailing, windsurfing, stand-up paddling. These things are complimentary. Snorkeling equipment, you can ask the Mr. Friday to bring it to your room, and you can have it with you. When you leave, then